It's Charter Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance in the San Gabriel Valley today. We are joined today by Dr. Rajen Vurdien. He is the superintendent of the Pasadena Community College District. And sir, I'd like to speak with you about what's known as the Aspen Prize, the Aspen Award. What is it?
The Aspen Award was created about 6-7 years ago by the Aspen Institute to look at what is an ideal community college? What does perfection mean in the state of education, in the art of not exactly producing graduates, but what is it that the institution is doing to move students from basic skills, from pre-college level courses, to get them ready for college level classes, and then to get them to transfer to four-year institutions to earn bachelor's degrees.
Or to get their associates
Or to get their
when
associate
appropriate.
before, exactly. Added to that, the Aspen Institute wants also to see what is it that the institution is doing to bridge the achievement gap. What is it that the institution is doing to create equity in the world of education?
It's interesting you mentioned the achievement gap because we recently received the results of the most recent standardized test for students throughout the state of California, students that may wind up at Pasadena Community College, and the achievement gap is massive.
Yes.
You look at, we can say, Asian American students in English met or exceeded expectations at 76%. Whereas amongst African American students, they met or exceeded at 31%. What's most disheartening is, aside from ethnic breakouts, it's economic disadvantage that really seems to be driving this. Economically disadvantaged students met or exceeded expectations in English at 35%, in math at 23%.
We see the same thing at the community college level, throughout the state and throughout the nation. And what we are doing at Pasadena City College to fight this, we are providing our students with the maximum level of support. We are looking at our curriculum in such a manner that it is not what the students come to us with. It's what is it that we as an institution are going to reach out to those students and meet them where they are so that we can bring them up.
And apparently you're doing something right, because the Aspen Institute has just released its finalists for the Aspen Prize, which is a $1 million prize. The winners will be announced in March of 2017. There are 10 finalists throughout the nation. Pasadena City College is one of those 10. An immense honor, and in providing that accolade as a finalist, the Institute specifically mentioned that PCC has made incredible strides, this is their words, in closing the achievement gap for students of color, especially in science, technology, engineering, and math, the STEM fields. That is quite a statement.
We are very delighted and honored to have been recognized by the Aspen Institute as one of the 10 leading institutions in the nation that have been able to achieve this. When you mention the STEM program and the sciences and what we have done, we have been able to create what we call accelerated courses, which means that instead of having a student take 2 or 3 classes before they are ready to take a college class, we have found that we can create a class where the students will be enrolled in for only 1 semester. But during that semester, they will receive tutoring and additional services in the Learning Center to get them ready to be in the college level class within 1 semester.
And apparently you're doing something right there, because the Aspen Institute specifically mentioned that while the national average for student either graduation or transfer is 39%,
Right.
PCC is a whopping 10 points ahead at 49%. And for
Yes.
those of us who live in the Los Angeles area, we are well aware that PCC is one of the institutions that has the most success transferring students to UCLA, USC, Berkeley, and otherwise.
Yes. Even Stanford,
Stanford.
Yale, and Harvard. As a matter of fact, the data that came out on a Wednesday from the Community College Weekly, which tabulates information received throughout the nation once a year, for the second year in a row, Pasadena City College ranks number 1 in California for the number of associate degrees awarded.
What's the secret sauce? I mean, there are 113 community colleges in California.
Yes.
Some of the finest in the nation. You've worked at some of the other fine institutions, Fullerton, Long Beach, Saddleback. I mean, look, God bless them all, and they're all doing remarkable work. But there are a few that seem to rise above the others. Why is Pasadena consistently rising above the rest?
Pasadena is consistently rising above the rest because there is an additional ingredient that is present at Pasadena. I do not mean that other colleges do not place student success first.
Right.
But when we place student success first at Pasadena City College, we also make the funding available to support the programs. We give faculty the freedom to be innovative and creative so that they can experiment on the new ideas and programs that are available nationwide to increase student success.
And what's so critical about your efforts, look, I'll date myself a bit. When I went to college, students that started at community college were usually students that had had trouble in high school, second chancers, I'd call them. Those days are well behind us. Many students will start at a community college for very noble reasons and will be incredibly successful and then transfer to a Berkeley or a Stanford and wind up being as successful as anyone who started at Berkeley in their freshman year.
The data currently indicate that students who go through a community college before they transfer do significantly better than students who start directly in a
smaller classes.
Exactly. Smaller classes. But there's also one additional thing present in that leads to that success. It's that currently students who come to community colleges are making community colleges their first choice.
Right.
Which did not exist before. Community colleges used to be thought of as institutions that were second or third chance institutions.
Right, remedial.
No longer the case.
Right.
Now, community colleges are institutions of first choice. Currently at Pasadena City College, about 68 to 69% of the students are under the age of 25.
Which says to you
and the
type of student that is going.
Exactly. And the number of high school graduates coming directly to Pasadena City College is increasing annually.
I want to thank you for joining us, Doctor. His name is Rajen Vurdien. He is a superintendent of Pasadena Community College District. I'm Brad Pomerance. It's Charter Local Edition.